Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing this evening? Everybody excited? Yes? Is everybody excited? Let me hear you scream! Go band! Go band. We're really, really excited that you guys came out tonight. We did this, for those, how many came to last year's first inaugural marching band concert in a barn? A small barn. Everybody remember that last year? But we're really fortunate that the athletics department let us come in here and use this. We think this is a much better venue. Do you agree? Yes or no? You like this? Yeah. Okay. Great. It's not going to be any softer tonight. That's why this is my disclaimer before the concert. If you don't have a set of earplugs, we just recommend it. You don't have to use them, but you might want to have them close. This sounds, only because it sounds so great, that so much great sounds coming at you, it just might overwhelm your emotions and you might have a breakdown of happiness. So you might want to put those in just to kind of bring the euphoria down to a holiday season ecstatic kind of feel. Now we're thinking about you and your hearing, and we want to make sure everybody does not go out of here with too much in their ears at the end of the day. As you see in the program, before we start the program, there's going to be a couple of announcements as we go. But we have one insert that was left off, and we're going to play a piece from our Hispanic show called The Legend of Zorro. Anybody remember that from the second year? That'll be right after the party night. So we're going to start in about 1 second. Before we do that, would you join me in thanking Sherry Rubens and the Steel Drum Band for the stuff in the lobby before the And if you'll give us about 30 seconds, you could probably tell most of them are in the band and they had to change it to we call them the super suits. Remember the Incredibles? Where's my super suit? So they're getting their super suits, and as soon as they're done, you'll hear drums. The drums, when they start, are going to sound pretty tame. The closer they get, remember, you have earplugs in your hands. Okay? We're really, really excited to hear. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Thanks for being here.
Spirit of
right to it. Just a quick background. The students voted at the beginning of the year how many shows they were going to do, and I was hoping they would pick one. They picked 6. We're going to do parts of all of them for you tonight. Is that okay, everybody? Yes? You'll take all the way back in September when the athletics kind of changed the themes for some of the games and they asked us to do something special. We pulled a show out from my really long, dark past. And the band learned it in free rehearsals. And it was the party show. I had no idea it was going to get the reaction it did. It was really, really great. Here's what we ask. That you enjoy the party by doing anything but sit on your hands. You gotta clap, sing along, you know all the tunes. Stuff from the Beatles, all that kind of stuff, the Beach Boys. We hope you enjoy the party. So, under the direction of the head drum major, Alana Urbano. Here's the party band. How about it again for the party brother? Didn't they play that great? Isn't that a lot of fun? It's a challenge to it. It's a challenge to adapt all the choreography to this much room to people, but I think they did a great job. So, and they haven't played that since September. It's unbelievable. Next up, we go to show 2. 2 weeks later, we put a whole other show together. It had about 4,000 or 5,000 songs in it, it seemed like. And the band did great. One of the ones that I think they played great. I don't know what it was about. Maybe it's the local culture or something. But they really played the stuff out of this music from the legend of Zorro. And so please welcome to the podium one of our assistant drum majors, Lucas Selke. Enjoy the legend of Zorro. Zorro. And again, how about it for Lucas Selke? We're going to finish this first part of the program. I know it happened kind of quick, but we wanted this to also be an evening where the families could kind of get together, because very rarely do you get a chance to take a picture of your son or daughter in uniform when everybody kind of looks nice and nice lighting and all that kind of stuff. So after this next selection, we're going to take about a 5-10 minute hang out with your family, take some picture break. We invite you out here to the lobby. They're selling some really great Spirit of San Antonio water bottles, really great prices. They make great holiday stocking stuffers, as well as Kevin MSI and TBS are selling some shirts and some bags and those kinds of things. We encourage you to go do that, as well as listen to the steel drum ensemble for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then come back here and we'll finish the program out. So to finish this first half of the program, the next show that we did that year was Homecoming, and the theme of Homecoming this year was Believe in UTSA, Be UTSA. And so we were kicking around what songs to do, and it was, believe it or not, Homecoming, it seems pretty easy from the outside. From the inside, we didn't know what to do. What can you do, what can you do? Kelsey Bratcher, where's she at? Where's from Student Activities? Give it up for Kelsey Bratcher up there. We're going back and forth on the phone. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? And it's like, she said, you gotta do Don't Stop Believing by Journey. I said, okay, great. It sounds like a plan. And of course, I dreaded it the whole way. This is not an exaggeration for effect here with all of the people. I was going, oh my gosh, this is going to be absolutely. And of course, the crowd loved it. And they sing it, and the kids love it, and all that kind of stuff. And you have no idea how many administrators come up to me every day and go, you have to keep playing Don't Stop Believing. It has to be a stand tune. The staff, John Trotter, the percussion staff, you have to keep this as a stand tune. So you're going to hear this forever. And you can thank Kelsey Bratcher for that up there at the top, for us having this in our book forever. We have 2 soloists. A lot of college bands don't utilize soloists. We decided to try it, and it came off really, really well. I don't know where they are somewhere in this building. They're trying to be cool and fun and all that kind of stuff. But on mellophone, would you give a round of applause to Justin Gusky? Where's he at? Justin, he's over there. And I'm going to assume that over on this side playing trumpet, how about it for Daniel Delgado? And please welcome to the podium conducting this selection another assistant drum major, Mr. John Whitcoop. And here's John Whitcoop and Don't Stop Believin' by Jerry. Please sing along with the band. So please stand up for a second and join your students on the floor, take some pictures for a little while, partake in some great souvenirs, and we'll be back here in about 10 minutes for the second half of the program. We're glad you're here. Thank you very much, everybody. So that's our prelude. That's an original piece I wrote just for them. We do that at the beginning of every halftime show. It's actually a functional thing. College bands are always on the clock because we get to perform at halftime and see this athletic thing. Apparently, it's pretty serious, especially in Texas. They take football pretty seriously out here. And so we're always on the clock. So we came up with this idea. Bands spend a minute and a half marching out on the field to set up. So if you ever wondered why we set up on the very edges of the field and start the show from there, it's because we get to play a song in that minute. So where everybody else kind of marches out and does their thing, we're playing a song. So that's why we did that. I think it works pretty good. So. And they sound great. Well, so we're halfway through the season now. And we decided, in case you don't know, we vote on the shows. We take nominations from everybody, including you. If you make sure your students are talking to you, I know parents, I know. We'll make sure that you know. And we take the nominations online and we go through a voting process. And we have prelims and finals, and it's all very dramatic and all that kind of stuff. And one of the top 3 show getters this year was the show we did for Show 4. And so it was on Halloween, you probably saw it, all that kind of stuff. And the kids had a great, the students, the performers had a great time with it. The arrangements came out great, and we put this Michael Jackson thing together. And how many of you saw it? All you? Great, you like it? Okay. Well, we're gonna do this one in its entirety, including the, yes, act like it's Halloween. We're gonna try to do that little dance and all that kind of stuff. The only thing I ask is that when your students do the dance, you have to encourage them with applause so that next year when I ask them to do another dance, they'll want to do it again. Because the first time we do a choreography, no matter what college band it is, the first time you say, okay, we're going to do this, they all look at you like, what? I'm not doing that. And then as soon as they hear, they're like, we got to do that again, we got to do that again. So just make sure you applaud so next year when I ask them to dance to something else, that they'll be like very excited about it. On the podium right now, one of our great drum majors, we are losing her next year to the Air Force. We're very proud of her. This is so she's going to conduct this one. So once again, Annalise, cultivating attention. And we hope you'll enjoy our tribute to Michael Jackson. So here we go with the song, right? We're going to put a lot of back up on the podium, and we're going to do Thriller. And you're my only guest. It's going to be requested song. My only request is when they do the dance, you have to go crazy. Promise, yes? Here's Thriller. How about again for Lana Bono, Michael Jackson, Spirit San Antonio. We got a couple more to play for you tonight. Again, I want to take a time out here and thank a lot of people in front of the public, parents, and all that kind of stuff. This does not happen without tons of people that help us out and make this thing go every day. A college band is way different than a high school band. Way different things, and they're a little older, and they think they're a little smarter. No, they're smarter. They're much smarter. And we want to make sure that they're having a first-class experience, and you can't do that by yourself. So I just wanted to say these people's names and introduce them to you, so when you see them around, you know who they are, and you can tell them thank you, not only for you, but for me. I would appreciate that. Our administrative assistant this year is new here, but she's been a part of UTSA for a while. She's an alumni from here. And she just came on staff this year and just made this whole year super, super smooth, smoother than I ever could have imagined. I can't wait to see what she can do when she's got a year to plan. Would you join me in thanking Carol Rustowitz at the top of the stage? We have a great faculty member in music education here, and when the chairman asked me, do you need some help? And the answer was yes, of course, but it's hard to ask somebody that's already doing a full load if they want to help out. And this person came on board and was really willing and able and jumped right in and handled stuff that I don't even know goes on. It does so many things to make the job easier for me and everybody else. And the band has just accepted him into the family. We're so lucky to have him. And Dr. Milliken, Cy Milliken, will you stand up? The band has heard these stories twice, because I'm going to do them next week at Banquet too, but they'll be a little more in detail. Our percussion instructor, we have a really great percussion staff. I'll get to all of them in a second, but a lot of people don't know that when we hired the percussion instructor for this ensemble, we literally hired him the night before band camp, it seemed like. Maybe 24, 36 hours before band camp. And he got on a plane and bombed out here with a suitcase and slept literally on my floor in my house and didn't sleep for 3 days writing music for the band. And made it so good the first year. And then hopefully you've seen how much the drum line's grown in just a year. Can you believe it if you were here last year? So, would you join me in thanking John Zorro? Helping him out, we have two UTSA alumnus. One of them is just an all-around great musician. Well, they're both great musicians, but this guy's kind of come on board, and he's out of school now, and he's doing the thing, and it's nice to have him around. I'm still trying to get him to smile more, and when I do that, I know the will of God to him. Will you join me in thanking John Brown for everything he does for the drum line? Also helping on the drum line is another great UTSA student. This school is putting out some great students, band director, hiring types out there. Where's Sean Fratelli? How about it for Sean Fratelli? Is he here tonight? Clap for him anyway. He's great. And then we kind of have our newest people here at the end. And I can't tell you what impact they've made already on the Spirit of San Antonio. We got permission from the university to do a search, national search for full-time positions to coordinate the auxiliaries. And I could not in my wildest dreams have asked for the more perfect person to come here and take over this thing and already making an unbelievable impact in the quality that, I mean, I can't teach him to spin and dance and leap and catch and all that kind of stuff. And you saw that rifle line, weren't they great? The rifle line was great. Here forever, because we can't do this without her on the auxiliary fire. Randy Frost, stand up for some applause. And helping her out. I mean, you know, a college band has to have tour groups. You have to have. And a college band director's worst nightmare is that you have them and they're great, because then you have 1,000 of them. And I guess that's a great problem to have. And so last year, the majorettes were kind of on their own, and it was because I was just getting here and just kind of learning stuff, and this person kind of came out and was just hanging out with the band, and then I saw her teaching, and I wasn't paying her anything, and I felt really bad about it, and the majorettes were getting better every day, and I said, we have to keep you here, and we have to hire you, and so we brought her on board to help out Randy, and she's primarily with the tour rooms. But would you join me in thanking Stacy Smith? Will you hear Stacy? Those people, we all, I mean, I'm the luckiest guy in the world when you get to work with people like that. We just have a great time. And when you wake up every day excited to go do this, I mean, it doesn't get much better. We're going to do our last show of the year, one of our traditions, kind of. If you can have traditions in 2 years, I don't know. Last year, I like to, one of my visions kind of for college marching band is I think that we've left kind of 99% of the people behind, you know, in this marching band. It gets a little subtle, but I'm not going to preach here. But the joke is, you hear too much of this. The wind is blowing. This is what you hear in the voices. Someone starts talking, all this kind of stuff. We all just it starts to get really, really serious. So I issued the challenge to Toronto and all those people, if we're going to at all these electronics and all this stuff, we have to use them kind of, let's not be pretentious with them. Let's use them for kind of how they were intended to be used, which is to play music, to do all those kind of things. So last year we put together this house party thing and it went over really, really well. And it got great response, and when I told the band they were going to be playing Justin Bieber, they all looked at me like I was just a freak. And of course it turned out to be their favorite chart of the show, because I just think that some of that stuff really lays out there well for college marching band especially. So they voted to do another house party show, and of course we get a standing ovation like we did last year at the end of that one. My biggest fear is when you write it is you can't do it any better. And it turned out better. If you were at the game, we actually got an American Idol finalist, Tim Halpern, to come sing with us. Thanks to Kelsey Bratcher for that. How about for Kelsey Bratcher? And he's here, right? Is he going to come? He's not here? Didn't you get the memo? But we put together this show and put it out there last week, and again, it went over great. Gangnam Style, oh my gosh, yeah. So, yeah, they have to do 2 dances in a year. So we're going to do the whole house party show for you right now. It's just 3 songs, but again, go crazy when they dance. The Gangnam thing is fun to teach. And if you don't know, I'll put it out there. I don't ask them to do anything I would do myself, so I teach them all the choreography. So if it's not good, it's my fault. But I'm not going to do it tonight. It's not going to happen. So I'm going to stop. So here is the house party. So under the direction of Alana Urbano. How about for Alana? Yeah. Here we go. So that kind of encapsulates the season. What do you guys think? Did you enjoy it? Good year? Yes? If you look on the program, there's just a couple more pieces we're going to do for you, and we'll get you out of here and get you home. We have this warm-up crowd that we do every game, and honestly, I just wrote it as something to kind of warm the band up. It's a warm-up crowd. And I never really realized that the kids in the Spirit of San Antonio, the horn line, are taking it really, really seriously. They really, really like it. And every game they go, we play the prayer, and I go like, never. And the last couple of games we haven't done it, they've been coming up to me going, E, we need to play the prayer. Get on that. And I asked around, and apparently, I'm very honored that they love this piece. So they asked if we could kind of play it here at the end of the concert, a student leadership game, and I said, absolutely, we'd love to do that. It's not really a Christmas or a holiday carol, but let's just consider it our own kind of Spirit of San Antonio prayer for you guys to have a great and safe holiday. Sound like a plan, yes? Yeah. So we're going to play this really beautiful piece called the prayer, and then we'll do dismissal. So we've come to the end. Thank you so much for coming out. What I'd like to do really quick is ask any graduating seniors to come down here in the front, stand on the floor. Anyone going out to intern, please give them a round of applause as they come up. Come on, please. Come on. This is a great day because they're our first kind of graduating people, and there's only two of us. Come on up here. Okay, 3, 4, 5. I know there's like 5 or 6. Come on, graduating people, get up here. Right now. It's okay. For us to make the Alma, that's okay. Anyway, how about a round of applause for all the people that are graduating? That's going to be great. Before we do dismissal at the alma mater, one of our university students wanted to say thank you and all that. If any parents want to go to the banquet next Wednesday night, Carol Rostowitz is really nice. She said you can buy tickets on Monday, even though today was the last day. Some of your children might not have told you that you can buy tickets to the banquet because they don't want you to go. But we would love to have you there, because there's like adult tables and everything. All that. Next Wednesday night, put out your tickets are on sale for anything you want to talk to your students. I want to remind the band that we have a meeting for Pep Band on Monday night. It doesn't stop, you know. And basketball on Sunday, yeah? Women's game, credit points, service points still available. Some of y'all need them. Love you. At the end of every game, we all do the alma mater. I know some of you went to different universities and those kind of things. We're just going to ask you to join in one tradition. When the band starts singing, I want you to put your runners up and the alma mater, and we'll do dismissal. And say, happy holidays, have a great Christmas. And percussion, if you don't play chicken and grits after the dismissal, I'm going to be very sad. Thank you all for coming. Have a great holiday season. This is the UTSA alma mater. Thank you very much. We're going to do dismissal. Spirit San Antonio, turn those uniforms in. Amongst other things, thank you very much for a great season, and we'll see you all next year.